Welcome everyone to the Malian build order of 2TC. Now, I'm testing a lot of stuff, how to make this build order like really simple and easy, and what to do, how to do. So if you are facing a civilization that can easily Dark Age rush you, let's say Mongol or Ottoman, or maybe HRE or English with the Manatarm, don't worry. What you need to do is like open with the barrack. So why is this so good with the Malian, right? Why is it so good to even stay longer in the Dark Age with the Malian when you are getting Tower Rushed or some Dark Age rush? The reason behind that, it's very simple. The more time you spend in Dark Age, the more getter you will get from the Pitman, right? Which means even if your opponent is trying to Dark Age rush you, you can build the second TC as soon as you age up, because you already get her the gold. Now you just get her the wood. And pretty sure you will have the wood for the second TC, because you can have like a lot of original wood, right? To build a second TC. But now, as you can see, this is just a simple, normal 2TC Malian build. Building up the mining camp, and you will see something will happen. When the mining camp is done, I just pulled one villager off from food and I put it to gold immediately. So when you are playing against civilization, let's say a Basset, even against a Basset is really good, or other boomy civilization that will not tower rush you or do anything like that, this is a perfect thing that you can do. Send the two villager to gold. As you've seen, the one villager built it 4 house, 1 mining camp, and after the mining camp finish, I just put another villager to the gold. Now, as soon as I age up, you will see starting to age up with 3 villager, and very soon. Now, as you can see, I'm aging up with 3 villager. Perfect timing. Sending more and more villagers to wood. As you can see now, I have 6 villager on wood, 2 villager on gold, and 4 villager on food. So I don't need to build anything. I already have my houses. I already have everything I need. What I need to focus on is gathering wood, and I need to build a lumber camp as well, because the straggler trees will be not enough for my second TC play. So I'm gathering up the wood, slowly building a lumber camp and sending new villagers to this wood line. So it's not hard, you don't need to like do magic tricks or anything like that. It is very simple to do. Sending the villagers here and there, as you can see. Just send it to wood, and building up your economy very slowly with this. As you can see, this tree will go out right now, and I'm still getting the wood on this main wood line. We are 4:30 into the game, almost aged up. You can see we almost have the wood as well to build up our TC. We are at 450, so I started the TC at 450. I started to put down the TC at 450, and the villager will get there at 451, building the TC. So as you can see, this is not a bad timing for the second TC, and we are talking about the Malian and Malian, aka pit mines as well, and everything else. What you need to do after this, so the many people are playing this wrong. Low league, I watched so many low league players that playing in the next this patch with the Malian second TC, that they are starting to do cow boom. Now if you start to do cow boom right now, you definitely will die. So there are 2 things you can do. You can build your second pit mine, or you can immediately start building production buildings. You can build barrack, you can build archery range, you can build stable, whatever you need, whatever civilization you are playing against, right? So let's say build a stable, make some sofa. Don't be scared of making sofa, even though people are trying to tell you they are bad. Those are the same people who are making Keshik, and now let me tell you, Keshik is not better than a sofa. It has like 1 extra armor compared to sofa. Who the hell cares? Sorry, but who the hell cares? It's in my eyes, sofa is a Keshik. I think Keshik even have less health than a sofa. So if you are getting harassed by a sieve that has more than one scout torching your buildings, you can get the warrior scout upgrade, and after that you can just eliminate those scouts, right? Or you can use your TC as well. So you can eliminate those scouts with your warrior scout. And if you have food nearby, you can even go to deer. You don't need to be scared because you are making units. You are not like cow booming. You can make your own cow as well and eat the cow because your getter speed is very very high, higher than gathering a sheep. So you can eat the cows as well. You can make them. You will have enough economy. Now you put down the production building. After that, you make your second pit mine. Your gold per minute, as you can see, is gonna be insanely high. And I don't even now just getting with like 2 villager, right? So as you can see, so far it's 155 health, and I'm pretty sure Keshik has like 145. So yeah, and 16 plus 2. Very nice stats and 1.73 movement speed. So as a 2-2 armor unit so far is really good. So what's happening in this game? My opponent went 2TC into Able of Trinity collecting the relics, and he will collect all the relic from the map, or maybe four relic on the map, or maybe 5. I'm not sure. So what I'm doing is I'm not scared of my opponent going to the next age. I'm making all the necessary units I need. I made some archers as well, just in case. I'm making spearmen as well, and I will do some ramp push on his second TC, because the Malian is not scared of players rushing H3, because you have the tool. You have crossbowman in feudal, aka the Musofadi warrior. The Musofadi warrior is the best tool to kill heavy units, aka man-at-arms, or it's even good against knight as well. See, even though it's only 2-2 armor, they can dive TCs and do good magic of sniping villagers. I already sniped 2 villager out of him. He is very behind the villager. The reason behind that, because my second TC was faster than his second TC. Much safer as well. So as you can see, I'm not scared of him going to Castle Age. I'm still making my own units. I can, as I said, I can make Musofadi warrior as well to kill the man-at-arms when he starts to make man-at-arms. I have the sofa as well to kill the man-at-arms. So I have all the tools I need to actually kill his man-at-arms, right? And I can make, of course, Donzo against the knights, which is insanely strong spearman. So as you can see, he's trying to deny me a little bit the reinforcement with the knights, but the sofa and the spearman will deal with this amount of harassment. Destroyed his second TC, and now going inside his base and do more damage, which is insanely important. Even though he's collecting the relic, he will put the relics in his base. I really don't care. I have my 2TC, I have my 2 pit mine, I'm making the cows at home. This is really important. I don't even go outside getting resources. I invest in my wood into production buildings, into walls and etc. And I'm investing my gold into the cows and eating them one by one while I'm getting economical upgrades. As you can see, I have already horticulture and I'm getting the wheelbarrow as well. Now I'm destroying the buildings inside his base, and this is really important. At some point you can stop a little bit making units and you can focus on age up, but for now in my head I was like, okay, I need to attack him because he's collecting the relics. As you can see, what you can do, you can wall the relics, but I didn't want to spend time with that because I just want to do as much damage as I can. Like example here, so this is a really good situation to talk about. When the enemy has armor units and you have some archers, you rather want to focus the villagers since they don't have ranged armor, right? And maybe your archer doesn't have the +1 range damage, so rather just focus down his villagers while your rams are running away to killing more and more villager. I already killed 7 villager and going up and up and up, 8 villager, and those archers just focusing down the villagers as much as I can. Well, my reinforcements are coming and helping. You may get raided if your walls were not finished, but don't be scared. You are already ahead of the enemy player by destroying the second TC, so you don't need to be scared at all. Still pushing him and slowly going to the next stage. Keep making cows so you can get a really good food economy at your base. You can go to berries as well and collect it when you get the horticulture, but don't collect the berries without horticulture. You want to get horticulture first before you getting your berries, right? It's really important. You can start building farms as well, just spend your resources as much as you can. It's totally fine building farms. Now the reason behind that why I didn't build cattle ranches, but starting it just right now, because I will actually go into the Farimba and not into the cow boom, because I want to keep making units. I don't want to spend, so the more time I feel like I'm gonna spend into booming, the less time I can harass my opponent. So I wanted to still pressure him. I still want to have the map control. I don't want to spend insane amount of wood and gold into cattle ranches and putting the cattle in. I'm gonna put them here one by one, very very slowly, but I don't want to spend that much of a time on it, right? I have 80 villagers already, so I can afford it. But again, I just wanted to put down the Farimba because I felt like it's a much better choice. And may the devs will rework this landmark, and let's say in the next season, Farimba will be the meta. You will never know. So I'm already preparing for that as well. Maybe Farimba will be the meta, right? Just like the Khan Hunters will be the meta for the Mongols. So as you can see, I'm still being aggressive. I'm still trying to claim the map for myself. I'm just raiding my opponent, sending sofas in, searching for the villagers, right? So I'm still being around, still being annoying. I'm doing what I need to do to not focus him for booming, right? He doesn't even have farms, while I have farms already. I have some cattle ranches inside, cattle inside the cattle ranches. And you can see, without the landmark, it still generates 86 food per minute, which is not bad, right? So this is infinite food for you that doesn't take away population, right? So not bad, 86 food per minute. At the same time, I'm claiming the map. I sent a few villagers as well to get a stone so I can build keeps. This is really important. Try to build as many keep as you can and try to claim the map for yourself. And don't forget, as soon as you build it, the Farimba, just start making units inside. Do not research anything inside the Farimba, but start making units, whatever units you need to make. I don't suggest you to make javelin throwers inside the Farimba if your micromanagement is not really that good. Just either make Musofadi warriors or archers and get your archer upgrades as well. Example, the poison arrows. And later on the precision training when you get to Imperial. So as you can see, I'm still pushing in. My opponent is rushing h4, which sadly I cannot push in anymore. I destroyed his second TC again. He's 40 villager behind and I have full map controller. I was like, okay, he is h4, but he doesn't really have boom, right? He didn't boom up at all. So what I'm gonna do, gonna wall the map and gonna capture the second sites, because this is gonna be a little bit longer game, because for me it will take a while to destroy the Spaskaya tower with the amount of health it has, right? At my base, I'm still slowly booming up, doing my stuff, having my farms. You can see I have a good food, a good gold economy, making units from the Farimba garrison. So I'm doing everything I need to do, right? Walling the map and building the fort of hunters into the middle so I can secure more golds for myself and I can give the stealth ability for my units. Why is it insanely strong? Don't forget, you get the unique upgrade, which is the first strike. What is the first strike? Musofadi warrior and Musofadi gunners gain the first strike, dealing more damage when breaking stealth with an attack, which is actually double the damage. So the, as you can see, 30 damage plus 15 against heavy because my unit is inside the stealth mode. So that's the first hit of the Musofadi warrior. Now imagine 13 damage plus 15 against heavy. That's 45 damage against like a man-at-arm. Of course, it's just only one, but let's talk about the Musofadi gunners. Now the Musofadi gunners are the same, right? So when they go into stealth, they do double damage. And if I'm correct, where you have the chemistry, the Musofadi gunner actually does 92 damage when they break the stealth. So 92 damage, that can easily hunt down siege like mangonels or Couverins or etc. You can easily destroy all the siege you want with the Musofadi gunners, because they have the active stealth ability as well. which is again amazing. You can see I didn't use the stat, but because the landmark gives you the stat, you can already see now without chemistry it has 76 damage. Why is it so strong? Because the Musofadi gunner has piercing damage, right? So range damage, and the buildings has only 15 ranged armor, so you actually do damage to the buildings as well after you come out from stealth. You can see I think I will be able to take down the mangonas as well very easily with my Musofadi gunners. So that was really nice. I sacrificed most of my archers as well because I need to remake my army to not have this amount of archer, but more like bombards or sofas or Musofadi warriors. And in late game, I mostly use the farming garrison to make Musofadi gunners out of it. You can make either Musofadi gunners or you can make Musofadi warriors. This landmark, I feel like insanely good when the map has a good amount of gold. Example, this map has like a lot of gold, but when you are playing on a map where you don't have that much of a gold, Musofadi gunner, making Musofadi gunners out of the farm garrison is not a really good idea, because don't forget, a normal Musofadi gunner costs only 130 gold, so you're actually paying way much more gold, right? But it's still fine if you can control the gold, or if you have trade. If you have trade, this landmark is instantly good. You don't need the trade landmark. Musofadi is perfectly fine. So when there is a lot of gold on the map, just keep making Musofadi gunner out of the landmark. You can afford it easily. It's really nice. If you don't have that much of a gold, but you still want to go Farimba, I think Musofadi warriors are a better pick to do, or elite archers are a better pick to do than Musofadi gunners, because they're like an insane. Like making 5 Musofadi gunners out of 5 archers is much cheaper on gold, right? So I rather make Musofadi warriors out of the firing garrison than the Musofadi gunners, because the insane gold that you need to spend on it. So I'm pretty sure Foreign Garrison will be a meta later on with the Malian, and you can see how easily I'm taking out the siege because the first strike ability. Don't forget, do we have unit that passed the landmark? Musofadi gunner? Maybe not. I really wanted to show the damage of the Musofadi gunner. These Musofadi warriors are just approaching. Look at the 42. Now that I have upgrades for the Musofadi warrior, 42 plus 18 against heavy armor. Now that's crazy, right? 42 plus 18 against a heavy unit for the first shot. You can just like one-shot units with that easily. So now I'm making my army again. You can mix a lot of unit types so far. You can mix Musofadi gunner, you can mix some scout as well. So you can mix all the units. I think I got the chemistry, so I can show you the damage of the Musofadi gunner when they look at that. So sorry, 91. It should be I think 92 damage, but looks like 91 damage on the first hit by the Musofadi gunner. Now that's what I'm talking about. Like when you go stealth and you break the stat, you do an insane amount of damage. The 91 damage against a siege that has like 50 armor, or a siege that has like 20 if you upgrade it, or Mangana that has 14 ranged armor. You can destroy siege with the Musofadi gunner, or units as well, or gilded units, etc. So the landmark is really good. You don't need to be around the landmark. You can activate your stealth ability at any time. And also that the units gain the local knowledge, which I forgot to activate, right? But the local knowledge here as well, where your units, the Musofadi gunner and the Musofadi warrior, actually turns into a vampire. Now, that was my Malian 2TC into economy, into holding the map, building keeps everywhere, left to right, claiming the victory for myself, right? Upgrading everything and making the foreign garrison and using units out of them non-stop. Thank you so much for watching this little Malian 2TC build. I hope you will try and enjoy it as well yourself. See you guys on the battlefield with the Malians. Let's make that win rate a little bit higher together.